Welcome to the video. My name is Frank Lipinski, and today I'm going to break down the exact steps how I went from being the kid on the left, making around $4 grand a month online with only a couple high value friends, fast forwarding to today, making over $20,000 a month strictly through my personal brand, having a high status online, as well as having a group and social circle of multi-millionaire friends. And this was all done without sacrificing hours and hours doing mass cold outbound, without you going to weird networking events, or even me going to weird networking events in the past, and without guessing how to communicate with high-level entrepreneurs and high-level influencers. So since then, and since coming to where I'm at today compared to where I was before, I've been able to meet and connect with some of the following guys here. We got Luke Belmar, Logan Paul, Mike Malak, Gary Vaynerchuk, Nate Belmar, Justin Waller, Scott Hilsey, Sebastian Georgiou, Sebastian Escueda, Cardinal Mason on the right. We have Jordan Welsh and Jordan Bound, Sneeko, and Myron and Fresh, and none other than Andrew Tate here. Before I go into this in more detail, I want to make something very clear to you as we go. My online journey, what did it look like? How did I get here? Well, when I was 18, or when I was 17 and 18 actually, I was making around $4 grand a month online with my marketing agency. And I was sending hundreds of manual outbound messages every single day besides the weekends and emails, hoping to sign a client. I was putting in so much time and it just wasn't converting because I had no leverage and nobody knew who I was, and I wasn't building anything good for the long term because I had no personal brand and no face attached to exactly what I was doing. This is what I looked like sending out messages here. A blank face with a handout asking for money. I was begging businesses for money and begging businesses to work with me with no status or credibility attached to my name, which was the massive problem here. After enough time that I wasted and after enough resources and energy that I wasted, I began to learn more about personal branding and figuring out how to build a high leverage business. And this is exactly when I learned about building status online and how to attract my ideal customer profile to my business. And this strategy unlocked unlimited leverage. So I started a YouTube channel because I started one in the past and it kind of flopped because I was making Call of Duty videos, but it was time to take it seriously here since I had newfound education and knowledge. My first month being a software affiliate for Go High Level, by the way, I generated over $2,200 in monthly recurring revenue with the affiliate platform, an affiliate system. This was done with 30 subscribers, and I have a screenshot below to show you in a moment, but this is all done when I had 30 subscribers on YouTube. That was the power of the leverage here. And that's what I'm saying right here. My input used to be 1-to-1. What does that mean? Basically, I would put in energy to get one client, one input, one output, one client here. But with a personal brand and posting content, it was 1-to-unlimited. I could put out a piece of content, contact somebody, and the range and the amount of clients I could acquire was seemingly unlimited. I could put out a video online and acquire 50 paying users or 50 paying affiliates. And I had done that before with one of my Go High Level videos in the past. That's the power of having a personal brand here. So at this point in the past, I focused on building my personal brand more and just doubling down on what was working at a level that I've never seen before. And I focused on posting content online at even more high volume, posting videos several times a week to get more attention and more awareness. And I got in the right circles and built the right relationships with the right people that I wanted to connect with and network with. And that was really it. I didn't change anything else in my work system or my workflow process. Those are the three things that I just focused on and put time and energy into instead of doing cold outbound. So I ended up scaling this to over $20K a month, just having a personal brand and attracting my ideal customer profile and my dream client to work with. This was the moment when I hit this dollar figure that I truly understood the power of having a personal brand here. And this is the screenshot I was talking about. Here we go. Myself, January of 2023, I had 30 subscribers. And you can see one of the videos here, how to get more clients into the rewards programs using Go High Level. This is what I was doing at the time. And these are all the high level affiliate notifications I was getting. And this is an aged Stripe account where I started running a different offer through. So making $2 grand a month online with 100 subscribers, or actually less than 100 subscribers, felt unreal at the time because it was brand new to me. However, 10xing my income from that just by having a personal brand was an incredible feeling, something that I honestly don't really know how to replicate with cold outreach or with other older systems. This is all internal. This is all people coming to me inbound. And the momentum continued, and I had figured out how to get in contact with big names in the space. At the time, it was Fresh and Fit and Sneeko. Right here is me and Fresh and Myron at the Fresh and Fit studio in November of 2022 as I was scaling things up. And I got invited to go to the studio because I started networking with their team. I didn't reach out to these guys directly, I reached out to their team, and that's a networking hack that I wasn't even going to include in this video, to be honest with you. But I figured out how to crack the code, how to interact with these high profile people and not just have a one-time interaction with them, like just passing by. No, literally building a relationship with them for months and months, and now over a year to a year and a half. This is the power of true networking and understanding psychology. And here's me and Sneeko meeting for the first time. And then us on the right here, filming a podcast 1 month after we had met. We were on a boat here in Miami at a party, and here's me and him at my hotel room in Miami in downtown Brickell. So my personal brand and my network continue to snowball into what it is today. Fast forwarding to me now filming over 20 high value podcasts with massive personal brands, skyrocketing my own status and social proof, building a top 1% network, connecting with dozens and dozens of 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs, 10xing my business in a matter of months. That's the biggest thing, as well as the people I've been able to connect with. And exclusive insights with high-level entrepreneurs, hosting private events with successful business owners and entrepreneurs, and many, many more benefits. There's too many to list, to be honest with you. So I decided now to create an exclusive program and mentorship program to help you achieve a top-level personal brand, attract your dream client, and build a top-tier network to raise your status. And in doing so, I'm removing the room for error of you trying to figure it out on your own any longer. So this program is for people that are experiencing the following here. You're lacking the acquisition process. If you're getting attention, but you just don't know how to convert it into dollars, that's obviously a problem. We're gonna help you streamline your process with your personal brand throughout my own experience and my own knowledge over the last 18 to 24 months, starting from the kid when I was younger to where I'm at now today. Number 2 is the lack of high quality women in your life. A personal brand and a powerful network is a lot of leverage in your life. And this also is the same when it comes to attracting girls. You right now probably wouldn't be able to attain a certain type of caliber girl just because she doesn't know you exist. Hence the lack of personal brand, and she's not aware of you. We're going to bring that awareness to the marketplace for business, for networking, including dating. Number 3 is the lack of high quality friends here. The lone wolf dies alone. And I know this because I spent over 3 years being the lone wolf. And I can say right now that it is infinitely better having a group of like-minded men and similar values, because we're able to help each other, provide value to each other, and basically give each other support when it's needed. Number 4 is going to be the lack of status here. You want to be respected more and experience things that money just can't buy. It's about the people that know you. So we're going to build up your status, and we're going to make you more confident throughout your content, which is going to attract your dream client because they're going to see you as an authority figure. Who is this not for? Well, number 1 is you don't have an existing skill set. This program is not for beginners, and I'm not going to come on here and say it is, because it's not. We only work with high-level entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs that are already somewhat established. And we do work with all different walks of life and industries, by the way. Number 2 is you just dislike money for some reason. If you don't like money, then do not build a personal brand. If you believe that raising your social status and improving your network isn't going to be worth the value or time, then this is not for you. Number 3 is you expecting to get results overnight. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme or me trying to sell you on the idea that I'm going to change your life within the first 48 hours of working together. That's not what I'm saying here. This is something that is a long-term play, and it's going to build an incredible amount of value for yourself, for your business over time here. That's why we're going to build it from the ground up and do it the right way to level up your status, level up your respect, and as I've also mentioned, attract your dream customer. Number 4 is if you're unwilling to invest. We will not work with you for free. I have enough free content everywhere on YouTube and everywhere on my Instagram. This is a premium service of hands-on, one-to-one, and it is a multiple 4-figure investment if I do choose to work with you. And that's not me trying to hit you with a weird salesy tactic or something. I'm being honest. I'm not going to work with everybody that applies for this. I only want to work with people that are successful entrepreneurs that I genuinely see potential in and genuinely see that I'm able to help you. So I have an opportunity for you here if you haven't seen it already. The truth here is that you don't need to watch dozens more of YouTube videos, how to network and how to build a personal brand. Otherwise, if that was the case, you would have already achieved your goal and be well connected by now. But what if I gave you the exact blueprint here that I use for myself, as well as some other people that I've worked with in the past, to build that top 1% personal brand, attract your dream client, and connect with the best people online to build your network. I promise you it would change your life because it changed mine and everybody else that I've been able to impact. So this is one of my case studies here. We have Christian. He was making around $1,000 a month. He didn't know how to scale his personal brand and scale his marketing agency. I stepped in, I provided him the right guidance, and fast forward to today, he's making over $8,000 a month with his offer. And that also includes building up his own status, building up his own ecosystem, and building a strong personal brand in the fitness space as a young guy here. An 8x in his business working together. That's what he was able to experience. These are some other case studies too of people I've been able to help and work with in the past. So this community is for people that really want to achieve the following here. You want to connect with the top 1% of entrepreneurs in the space. Networking with great entrepreneurs and influencers genuinely becomes nearly effortless once you understand certain things about psychology and timing. Number 2 is going to be unlocking unlimited leverage in your business. Once you start posting content in a proven to work structure, your input will lead to unlimited output of client acquisition. This is what I mean by the 1 to unlimited framework that I was able to experience in my life, and I still experience it every single day with clients and leads coming to me. Number 3 is going to be leveling up your status here. All of us successful guys understand that everything comes down to status at the end of the day here. So crafting a personal brand that is going to gain you the respect and gain you the status is going to allow you to experience something that you've never ever experienced before. So why are you failing currently? Well, if you're a business owner right now, sending mass outbound manually, or relying on organic videos to go viral, or spending thousands on paid ads that just aren't converting well, you're just doing it completely wrong and doing it in an old-fashioned, outdated way. You're stuck in a cycle of doing what everything and what everybody else does nowadays online, and you're running on a hamster wheel, begging for your ideal clients to come to you instead of you not focusing on your personal brand and building that long-term leverage. If 99% of people are doing something, when has it ever been smart to do the same thing? We want to attract, not chase here. And majority of people don't know how to do this the right way online. All it takes, and this is a personal story, all it takes is one new relationship and one new connection to change your business and break through in your business. Literally, after I connected with a high-level entrepreneur a couple years ago, 18 months ago actually, his name is George Sweetsev, by the way, I was able to 4x my affiliate marketing income just by this one connection because he was able to connect me with certain other guys, provide me with information and value that genuinely changed my life. And that could be the same for you. So the whole online personal branding space and networking space is literally full of garbage and full of just brain dead information, if I'm being honest, and keeping it PG. But there's a way better option than trying to keep doing this and keep failing. Why don't you pay somebody that has done it from the ground up and implement the same systems into your own business for you? I want you to think about that. And why is this different? Why am I different? Well, you've been told a fat lie over the past several years, maybe even longer depending on how long you've been in the space for. But you've been told that, oh yeah, you could do a bunch of cold outreach, you can go do a bunch of outbound, and people are going to respond to you. But the problem here is you don't have status, so people just aren't responding to you. This is why you need a personal brand. You'll be spending hours still doing low-level tasks like appointment setting, scraping leads, and trying to follow up with people yourself and micromanage all these different aspects of your business here. And that is inherently going to lead you to burnout. Because if you're trying to go and send out hundreds of messages per day and hundreds of emails per day, you are going to try and balance all these sales calls and do all these things at the same time. You're going to be digging yourself in a hole here and neglecting the parts of your business that actually matter. And that leads me into the next point. This is a done for you offer. Get the exact blueprint that has a proven track record for myself as well as the people I've been able to work with in the past to build your personal brand that gains respect and builds up your status over time and build a top tier network of guys with similar values and a similar mindset. And the strategy here for my life and for my personal brand is a little bit different than the regular person online. The goal here is to get you to build leverage with your personal brand and only focus on content and fulfillment. We give you the steps to outsource pretty much all of the sales systems here, and you don't have to send messages or really take all these micro calls that really don't lead to anything big in your business. Next is going to be the assets to achieve this, which is a high quality network and a personal brand without sacrificing hours sending mass outbound. Asset breakdowns right here. We have 5 assets in this program. We have breakthrough of your awareness, the goal process and crafting your presence, studying content and funnels, exclusive insights from 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs, and finally, private access to me, which I do believe is the most valuable. So number 1, breaking it down just a tad more in detail here. Breaking through your awareness. If you could have built a personal brand by now, you would have already done it, and you wouldn't even be watching this video. We're going to reverse engineer the process of where you're at right now and where you want to be, because it's incredibly crucial to understand this. And throughout doing this, I'm going to bring up subconscious roadblocks and limiting beliefs that you have about yourself and your business to your awareness to make you aware of them and say, hey, that's incorrect. I can change X, Y, and Z about this. And I'm going to walk you through that entire process, because this is the first step, an approach to changing your view on business and personal branding as a whole here. And this is how you gain the respect and build up your status with your personal brand and getting others to want to work with you. Number 2 of this is going to be the psychology of networking and building relationships. Limiting beliefs evolve over time, and your business will evolve over time as well. As you can see, one of my 8-figure friends still deals with limiting beliefs, but it's different at each level of the ladder. And I'm going to be able to step in and help you throughout this process, because I've dealt with a lot of limiting beliefs and I've been able to eradicate majority of them in my life, if not damn near all of them. Because if you don't solve them, they will continue to slow down your progress and slow down and lower your confidence, which is going to have a direct impact on your customer acquisition and if people trust you or not. And this is exactly, this image right here, this cycle, is exactly how to handle limiting beliefs before they begin to taint your mind. It's all about awareness here. And without learning these proven to work frameworks, achieving the desired outcome is going to be much more difficult. And the desired outcome we're working for here is building that high leverage personal brand that will attract you your ideal dream client, building up that network, working with other high level entrepreneurs, and raising your status. Next up is going to be asset number 2, which is the goal process and crafting your online presence here. This is about removing your current goal strategy and replacing it with one that is actually proven to work. I'm going to step in, we're going to work together, and I'm going to implement my own goal setting process. The one that got me from making $4,000 a month with not many high level people in my life to fast forwarding to today, making over $20,000 a month with my own personal brand, having a high level network, as well as building my own status online. This is exactly what I'm going to implement into your own life here. And this is about framing your personal brand. These are some of the introduction questions to ask yourself when it comes about your building your online presence and your online personal brand. Because as I've mentioned before, without reverse engineering your online presence and online personal brand, you're going to be making content and be stuck in a perpetual loop, not really getting anywhere, which is not what we want, obviously. But once you know crystal clear what you do want and what you don't want, and that's going to be with my help as well, it will be infinitely easier to attract the dream client and dream life that you do genuinely want, because you want more freedom and you want more connections and you want more respect and status. Because this is exactly what I did for myself when I was younger. And it led me to joining Capital Club 1, but also now being a direct partner with Capital Club, having my service Beamly listed on their marketplace. On the left here is myself younger, with no social circle really of high level people, no personal brand or status, but I always knew that this was the way to do it. Build a personal brand. This is how you build the leverage. Fast forwarding to 2023 from that point, Luke Belmar himself reaches out to me and invites me to join Capital Club. And this was me and him here in Spain of last year. So asset number 3 is going to be studying content and studying proven to work funnels. This is a really cool one because you're going to be able to take the proven to work 7-figure funnels that my friends use and implement them into your own business here. This takes all the guesswork out of this. You literally implement what's already working for other people. There's no point to recreate the wheel here. This creates a flywheel of growth and customer acquisition, utilizing your personal brand and new attention. And with this in place, converting attention into cash will become much easier than anything else you've tried with mass outbound. And as you grow your online presence, utilizing everything else in this program, including this, will also bring you a whole new level of status and respect from other entrepreneurs and influencers. This is another done for you aspect included in this program here. This is an appointment setting system that will be done for you. This one VA right here has been able to replace myself being in the business, setting certain appointments, and literally laying up like Shaq and Kobe a sale for myself in the DMs. They are vetted and they are trained by a trusted source that I use for myself. You don't do any of the training. within 7 to 10 days, they're going to be ready to go guns blazing in the DMs and work for you at a very, very affordable rate and be very, very proficient and dialed in with certain KPIs and SOPs. And all of this you're going to get access to working with me inside of the program. And you're already a successful entrepreneur if you've made it this far, right? Next is just bridging your knowledge and expertise, bringing it to content and bringing it and putting it in front of the right people. And as I've stated before here, without learning and applying proven to work frameworks here, you are going to have a much harder time achieving this desired outcome of having that strong, high leverage personal brand. Asset number 4 is going to be exclusive insights to 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs here. On the left, we have Luke Alexander, the founder of Closer Cartel and acquiree of Closify. Center guy is George Sweetsev, the founder of Lux, Blue Receipt, and Redacted. He was able to scale Lux to a multi-8-figure e-commerce brand several years ago. He's the guy that's been able to help me with my own business, as well as some of your favorite online social media guru type people scale their online presence. He's responsible for a lot of the guys in this space, genuinely. On the right, we have Paul Daly, the COO or ex-COO of Educate.io, which is Iman Gadzhi's educational platform, and Agency Flow, the software. And what's important here? Successful personal brands operate differently than the other 99% of people. And over the last 18 months alone, the amount of information I've learned, the amount of people I've met, the amount of conversations I've had behind closed doors with these people is unmatched. And I've compiled it all into this program here. And I'm able to dive deep into no matter what questions you have when it comes to the subject and really provide you that deep insight that nobody else in this space is giving you. And these are some recent podcasts I've had with some of these guys. With Luke Alexander on the yacht that I organized in Miami, Jordan Bound on the right, Cardinal Mason, Arlen Moore, Nate Belmar, and Sebastian Georgiou here. Fun fact, Nate Belmar has never, ever sat down with anybody else to film a podcast with, ever in his life. I wonder what that tells you. Number 5, and asset number 5, is going to be direct access to myself. By joining this program, you're going to gain that direct access and reach to me personally. I'm going to be able to answer your questions. You're going to be able to request certain information and specific content from me to help you and talk to me through the community and one-on-one through our own calls. And I'm even going to give you my own personal phone number. Enhanced support. Myself and my team are going to be able to help you, and I'm going to be able to mentor you through all of our calls and connections and content. And we're going to make sure and hold your hand throughout the process that you are going to receive the guidance that's needed to achieve this outcome. And the last one is going to be the like-minded men aspect. You're going to gain direct access of high-value network and circles of people that are... You'll gain direct access to my high-value network and my own circle that you've always wanted to be a part of and get into. You'll be able to connect with some of them in the ecosystem and also build new high-quality friendships with guys that are like-minded with you. So, the next steps here. If you want to build this high-leverage personal brand that is going to attract your dream client, if you want to build this high-leverage personal brand that's going to bring you that high-quality network, raise your status, and even as a bonus point, bring you that high-quality girl and make her aware that you exist, without sacrificing all these hours doing mass outbound DMs, without going to weird networking events that are super cringe, and without trying to guess how to communicate with high-level entrepreneurs and influencers. All you need to do is go below and book a call to speak with me one-on-one. I don't know any other person in this space, in the online space, that has the amount of connections and deep ties with all influencers and with all personal brands that everybody knows on YouTube and Instagram. Today, this is why I've packaged it together, because there's people like you out there watching this that are like me, where I was in the beginning, wanting to know this information. How do I get in the right room with the right people? How do I build a high status personal brand and just be able to connect with these people that are super successful that everybody wants to connect with? This is for you. So like I said, go below, book the call, and I'll talk to you one-on-one very soon.